today you're going to need a white piece of paper and you want to make sure that it's going left to right, not up and down. We want TV, not tablet, bathtub, not shower. Left to right, horizontal, landscape, okay? So this is our artwork that we're going to get started today. So you're going to need a pencil to get started, okay? Then you're definitely going to want to try to find markers if you have them. If you don't, crayons will do, and that is a-okay. So markers are preferred, okay? So I'm going to start with my pencil. Now, normally I start with my marker so you guys can see better, but this I really need to show you how to do with pencil, okay? So the first thing we're going to do for our onomatopoeia is write our word in here. So you can think of a word you like, or you can copy the one I'm doing. I'm going to write pow, and I'm going to write it right in the middle of my paper. So find the middle of your paper, and you want to write it right around there. So I'm going to start right about here, all right? Because you want to make sure your word, when you're writing your words, if you start writing, you might realize you're getting too far off the page. So make sure that you really use your space wisely, okay? I'm going to start right about here, and I'm going to write the word pow real big. P. And then I'm going to make some space too. Give some space between these letters, okay? Make sure they're the same height. They're the same length, right? So I want to make sure it's the same size. Use your fingers to measure if you need to, okay? So now I'm going to write O. And the last letter I'm going to write is going to go right here. I'm going to write W. Remember, use your fingers to measure if you need to. Even make a little line there and a line here so I know that's how tall it should be, right? So now I'm going to write W. Up, down, and up. Pow! So now I have my word pow. I'm going to erase these little lines I did since I was just marking them. Now, here comes the fun part. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to outline them, okay? So watch me now. I'm going to write trace around. Right around. Okay? And then on the inside, I'm going to do the same thing. Now I'm going to circle this one. And inside the same thing, make sure there's a good amount of space between your original letter. And I'm going to outline this. This is how we can make block and bubble letters. Now, if you get in the way, see a bump there, just stop yourself and continue on. And there's our bubble letters. So I don't actually want the original letter that I wrote now. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to erase all of that line I made. Ta-da! And there you have it. Now I have the word pow, and it looks great. All right, now I want it to look like those onomatopoeias we see in comic books. So the way to do that is by putting a starburst sort of thing around my words. So I'm going to make big zigzag lines going all the way around. Up, down, up, down. That one's not so perfect, but that's okay. It gives it character. Now, as you guys learned, Ben-Day dots are tiny little dots that are all over comics. So I'm going to now add circles to the background in that starburst. And you want to add them everywhere and fill up space. Take your time adding your circles so they don't start looking like wonky ovals or splats. Splat could be another onomatopoeia word. You could draw a big old splat behind it instead of these zigzag lines. There we go. Now I think I'm kind of happy with how it looks, and I like these circles I added to it. So now I'm ready to start coloring. So here are some tricks to coloring. You can either outline everything in black first and color it in, then outline everything in black with a marker, or outline everything in black and color it in with crayon. You could outline it with a black crayon and then color it in. Those are the ways I would suggest to do it best. I'm going to take my marker right now and I'm going to outline everything I did in my black marker. Actually, this marker is starting to lose its juice, so I'm going to switch. And that's not the one I want either. Hold on, guys. Here we go. We'll outline everything. Take your time. And I have my POW outlined, right? Nice. Now I'm going to just go over all those circles I made. Now the rule of thumb is we only want to use primary colors because primary colors are the most popular colors you see in comic books. What are primary colors? Well, they are red, yellow, and blue. So these are the 3 colors you are allowed to use for your automatopoeia. Okay, no other colors are allowed. Oh, got more circles over here. Okay, now I'm going to outline the zigzag lines. Ta-da! There you go. So there is our POW! POW! And now I get to color it! Yay, the fun part! So I'm going to color my background yellow. I'm going to color my letters blue, red, blue. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. Or maybe I just do all red and then I do the bubbles. I could leave the bubbles white. You could leave some things white too, okay? So actually I think I'm going to do red for the letters. And you could do different colored letters if you want, but to be honest, it looks a lot better if you just do one color for your letters. 1 or 2 max. Don't get wild. But it's your choice. You can have fun with it if you like. There's one letter. cow. There's my letters for that. And now I'm going to color the background yellow. And I think I'm going to leave the dots white, but I'm actually going to color all around here in blue. Yeah, I think that's what'll look good. Oopsies, I went over that one a little bit. See, I'm taking my time. I'm staying in the lines. I'm not rushing. Whoops, see, I moved too fast and I color over a circle. Whoops, amazing. Now I start with the blue for the background. And you know what? I think I'm just going to do like blue lines. So that I don't have to color the whole thing. I can just do lines. Pow! There we go, and there you have it, guys. See you later.